There just really isn't. So.
I don't know how to fit it in. Yeah, we're just going to have to figure it out. Okay, so TMS2. All right, here we go. We're recording, and it's time, and we're ready. Are we? Yes, we are. And it goes like this in 3, 2, 1.
My favorite show on planet Earth is Gold Rush. It's about men who look for gold.
Yeah, I think this is where we get off.
I can't believe you made me say that. This is the morning stream.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to TMS. It is the morning stream for Wednesday, October 28th, 2020. Only a couple days left in the month. I'm Scott Johnson. That's Brian Ibbett.
Happy hump day to you, Scott.
Yeah.
And to you listeners.
That's right. I hope everyone's all right. I did a thing to my hip. This is like the most old lady talk ever, but I did a thing to my hip. And I can't figure out what I did. And I just need some stretch ideas, like some good, oh, man, just like doing this just makes you want to cry a little bit. Just like a little bit of, but I don't have my sore throat anymore, so nothing to complain about there. That's gone.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, whatever that was, it's like probably just a cold. I don't know.
It was probably COVID light. It was like COVID zero sugar.
COVID zero, yeah. COVID zero would be great, actually, if we could have that for the whole country.
COVID zero.
So anyway, I don't know what's going on with his hip, but wish me luck, and hope that it's not,
good luck.
I want to have a walker.
Because now is not the time you want to go to a massage therapist or a chiropractor or anything like that.
No. And I know some of them are doing stuff, but I don't want to be in there with a guy on a mask going, I'm going to go, I'm sorry, I can't hear you all the way back there, and then before I know it, my head's turned the opposite way like an owl. Like,
You've got a little bit of a knot here.
Yeah, so anyway, we'll see. I just need to... I tried to get on the treadmill yesterday, and it just hurt so bad I couldn't do it for very long. And I went, well, that's not good. That's no good.
No, hell no.
No, you don't want a thing like that. So I gotta freaking fix it and quit sitting funny or whatever it is I'm doing right now. Anyway, hey, welcome back to the show, everybody.
Nothing funny about sitting.
No, nothing funny about sitting. Are you kidding me? Sitting is embarrassingly sad. All right, look at this. It's episode 2013, the year of Snowpiercer, Nebraska, World War Z, Gravity, and the last generation of new consoles.
There you go. That's how long it's been, folks.
It's been a while.
Interesting.
Yeah,
wow.
I loved all those movies, by the way, including World War Z. It gets a bad rap by some people. I think World War Z is one of my favorite zombie movies, and should be seen.
God, it's crazy to think that World War Z in Nebraska came out the same year. Nebraska seems so much newer.
It does, right? It feels like an indie film from like 2 years
June
ago.
Squibb and Last Man on Earth dude.
She was so good.
She is great, yeah.
It had Saul in there. Saul Goodman was in that.
Oh, yeah.
That's just a good movie. Like, just a flat-out
really
great movie.
Yeah.
Nebraska's amazing if you haven't seen
Forte.
it.
That's who the name I'm trying to think of.
Will Forte. Last Man on Earth. That's the guy.
Forte.
Anyway, so happy 2013, everybody. It's hard to believe we got here. Now, I have a thing I got to play on the show today before we bring in Dunaway.
Okay.
And play Battle Royale and all that. I got a thing I've got to play for you. So it came with an email from a guy named...
Is this the thing? This is the thing that you teased about last night in text, right?
Yes, this is it.
Oh, good. Okay.
It came with an email with a bit of an explainer, not really, but sort of, from somebody named Trender8. He did not leave any kind of real name unless his real name is Trender8, in which case his parents are jerks. All right. He says this. Hey, Scary and Boo. Ooh, must be a Halloween themed email here. Says it's Halloween week, so what better time to share with you a sound file that I have held onto since 2012, and I've never been able to figure it out. This was on my mom's voicemail back then, and I wondered if you guys know what it is, or if it gives you the willies like it does us. Thanks, and keep casting the pods, Trender8. Okay. I converted this file.
I'm already preparing myself for the worst here. Like, oh my God.
It's really weird. I mean, it may be somebody in the chat may just go, oh, I know what that is. I work for so-and-so, and that's a like this may just be nothing, but it's still freaky as crap. And why would you get this in your voicemail? So here's the voicemail. Check it out.
Connecting you. Please hold the line.
NORAD
EWS, Station Zulu Foxtrot 77. Zulu Foxtrot 77. Status alert Con 4. Status alert Con 4. Security tracing in progress.
Now here's the worst part. And then the very worst part. Oh, jeez. So what is that?
I don't know. That's freaky.
I don't like it. I do not like it at all. Like straight up, it gives me the freaking willies. I don't like phone call stuff that doesn't make sense to me, or phones are for like, hey, how's it going? Have you taken the dog out? Okay, cool. I'm bringing dinner home. That's what a phone message is for. It's not for whatever that was. It sounds like the government's going to kill everybody or whatever it is. I don't know what that is.
I think somewhere out there's someone who's gone all Manchurian Candidate and is now,
That's great.
In a stupor, making their way to Washington.
I guess so. Somebody out there knows what this is.
To the Lansbury.
We have enough listeners in enough weird places. Like Jeff Sire alone probably knows what this is. But if anyone knows what the hell that stuff is and why you would get that in somebody's personal phone message on their cell phone, that's where she got it.
Right.
And also this bit at the beginning. Hold on.
Connecting you. Please hold the line.
Yeah, who's that? Like, what?
Yeah,
it's a robot lady.
That actually feels like, okay, so maybe this is some sort of weird scammy thing, but there's no payoff call to action thing, right? Like, there's nothing that a hacker or a spoofer or phisher would get from doing this.
No, there's no gain here.
Call this number right now, or the
it just activates.
The substation will blow up.
It's like it just activates this robot zombie army or whatever it does. Like
what you described the freakiest part. No, the freakiest part to me is the
all during it. Yeah,
like during the guy talking.
Yeah,
Zulu Foxtrot 77.
Yeah, let me play that
Dingo.
Again.
Zulu Foxtrot 77.
Yeah, that. Oh, I don't like that either. I don't like it. And he said,
"This is something that Fox Mulder would probably spend hours narrowing down."
And I didn't include it, but there was a PS in the
come listen to this.
Yeah, okay, come listen to this. In the PS he left, I didn't include it, but he said something to the effect that his mom was like upset for days, like it just upset her.
Oh,
I know. I feel bad.
I feel bad. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I want to hug his poor mom and tell her it's all going to be okay. And it's been, how long? What do you say? 2012. So it's been, 8 years or whatever, 7 years, 8 years, whatever it is.
And we're all right.
Oh, we're fine. Yeah, this didn't begin. Oh, wait.
Archineer says, it's on Reddit apparently.
Oh.
Someone got the same message.
Okay, copy link location. Let me take a look here. Oh. When was this?
Let's see.
5 years
this
ago.
This was 5 years ago.
Oh, no, look at it. The recording was taken on June 29th, 2012.
Oh.
Is this the same person?
Female voice connecting you. Please hold the line. Beeps. Male voice. Station Zulu Foxtrot 77.
Oh, this is the same thing.
Yes. This isn't the same person though, right?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out. The name on this is Cypher? No. Sorry. Posted by phone message. Oh no, that's the site. I can't tell who posted it.
I can't tell who posted it. Yeah.
All right. Well, this could be the same person. Boy, that's off. I mean, 2012 and the exact words.
Exactly the same thing. It's funny that they do have the uncompressed WAV file recording. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Okay, NORAD. We know what this is. NORAD. We know what this is. EWS is early warning systems. NORAD has a location, central computer and display facility. Coordinates are in Colorado, so it's in your home state.
This one actually has a lot more stuff. Like it does the station Zulu Foxtrot 77, the repeating of that. But we didn't get the status alert Con 4, status alert Con 4, security tracing in progress.
No, we got that. We did get that. Hold on.
We did get that? Okay.
So status alert Con 4.
Yeah.
Oh. Status alert Con 4. Security tracing in progress.
Oh, how did I miss that?
And that's when the brrr started.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
why
then-
you missed
then-
it, because the brrr ruined your last memory you had.
I wiped out my memory.
Yeah.
Then there was attention, and then a bunch of like danger, ready, trigger, secure. So there was more stuff in this one, the one on Reddit, than there was in that one.
So this guy, this is so eerily close to this because he's saying his mother. My mom was inconsolable and refused to go back into her house. This has to be the same guy, or this guy took this guy's story, right?
I think it's
Oh, now it's weirder, dude. Now it's weirder.
it's weirder. I mean, how this could easily have gone to two people's mothers.
Yeah, but look at what he's saying. My mom was inconsolable and refused to go back to her house. Well, he didn't tell me that, I guess. He just said she was upset.
Yeah.
Still, 2012, it's his mom. That's weird. If that's not the same guy. These are two separate people who had the same experience with their mothers in the year 2012 with the same NORAD message. That's Halloween, baby.
Well, and that is Halloween. But I mean, also, you or I get this, we'll mention on the show, play the clip, and say that's weird, and then we move on. But mothers, people of a certain age, mothers or fathers, would probably go like, "That's it. I'm never picking up the phone again.
It's the devil's receiver. I'm not doing it." Yeah, I'm looking down. Oh, I see. Both their mothers are named Martha. Okay, got it.
That explains it. Yes.
Oh,
Wait,
all right.
why did you say that name?
Why did you say that name? Anyway.
When is that new? Not till next year, right? The new cut.
Yeah, next year, and there's
I
like
guess that's Justice League, not Batman versus Superman.
right. Oh yeah, that's right. Those I always forget where the Martha thing happened, but yeah, you're right. That was
Yeah.
in V versus. But yeah, that's coming soon, and next year sometime, and they
Next
added
year.
a bunch of things like
Yeah, that's.
I don't know. I'm kind of
That's what makes
interested.
me curious
weirdly.
about it. Oh, I'm definitely going to watch it. I mean, I've got HBO Max, and
Yeah, may as well. What if it's like 5 hours long? Then what?
jeez, then we do a watch along with. Does HBO Max have watch along yet? I don't think they do.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Actually, another thing they don't have on their web player annoys the hell out of me. On their mobile player, they have jump 15 seconds ahead or jump 15 seconds behind.
Oh yeah.
The web player doesn't have the forward; it just has the back. So, and when they,
Never forward, always back.
Yeah.
Never forward.
and to make it worse, it's only the web player, so it's not that big a deal. Because like on the Apple TV and the other stuff, it's fine. You skip ahead. But on a lot of their shows, like Deadwood, doesn't have the skip intro option yet. You have to go retro do that to all these older shows to get the timing right and everything. And so you have to skip through it. Well, if you're on a web thing, you can't. You can manually
Or you
go
have
through
to
the
manually
timeline.
scrub. Yeah.
And that
Ugh.
sucks because you overshoot and whatever. This is dumb. Come on, HBO. Get your poo
Benjamin
together.
says 6 episodes into Raised by Wolves. Crazy show. So I finished Dark. I finished the other thing that I was watching, which I'll talk about on Recommendals. But I was trying to decide: do I go back to Raised by Wolves? We stopped 3 episodes in because Tina was done with it. It's like, yeah, I'm done with this one, Brian. You can watch the rest of this one on your own.
I love it.
And I'm trying to decide. Yeah, do I go back?
I really enjoyed the run. I think,
You
like
did?
I said, I think the tail end gets a little bit of they don't know what they want to do, but I still think it was worth it. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Enjoyed it a lot. It's just a weird freaking thing, worth watching, I think.
It's funny you say that because the new thing that Tina and I started watching, which we were really enjoying, also had people complaining. Not a lot. I mean, we saw a couple complaints and reviews about the ending, but we're 4 episodes into a 9 episode series, so we'll talk about that one probably next recommendal.
Interesting. Give me a hint. What's the genre?
Science fiction.
Yeah.
Dystopian science fiction.
And it's a TV show.
TV series, 9 episodes.
And it's new-ish. Would you say?
Google users 91% like it, but 45% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right, I'll hold. I will not spoil further. We'll find out when we find out.
Yes.
Because Brian may recommend it, or he may get to the end
I
and
may
go, well, that wasn't
recommend
worth
it.
it.
So far, I'm really liking it, and I'm really liking the actors the cast that they pulled for this.
Nice.
Bunch of people I really like. Yeah.
Gotta pull that good cast. That's what you got to do.
Good cast pull.
Yeah, good cast pull, you guys. Well done. I think I'm going to get into Hellstrom. Keep hearing good things about Hellstrom.
Yeah, well, I hear good and bad, and it's one that I do want to watch because, listen, if Inhumans, Marvel's Inhumans has taught me anything, I'll watch any Marvel crap that I can find, and Hellstrom, even though it's loosely connected to the MCU at large, I'm definitely interested in it.
Yeah, Brian don't care. It's Marvel. He'll go.
I don't care. It's Marvel.
Yeah.
I'm a Marvel fanboy. I'll happily admit it.
It's okay. It's okay to admit.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's almost as good as admitting that this is happening now. Hey, look who it is. It's our old pal Brian Dunaway joining us for Battle Royale. Brian, good morning. How are you?
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hey, man.
Oh, hi, Brian.
Hey,
Excuse me for one moment while I place my order for my free Doritos Locos taco.
Oh, is that today?
Is
that today?
Yeah, taco. Yeah, don't forget they stole that base.
So wait a minute.
Are you happy with that? Are you happy with that? Happy with that Dodgers win?
I get closer to. Yes, I getting a free taco.
Okay, good enough.
Yeah, Brian just wants a free taco. Hold on though. I saw you last night playing
Rocket League.
Rocket League. Could you tell me what version you and your son were playing? Because it looked like Switch, maybe. What was that?
Everybody keeps asking me that. No, this was I guess it's because of all the Halloween stuff going on right now. And it is the one for the Xbox One.
Oh, weird. Because it had really low. I don't know if it's because it was split screen or whatever, but the resolutions just were lower, and it was like kind of not ugly, but just sort of looked like it was toned down. So I thought,
wow,
that must be
what
the Switch version.
Did you hear that, Ibit?
Dude,
yeah,
throwing
wow.
Shit like, wow.
Well, it's not aimed at
just
you.
Just wondered what version of music is it really like. Poo.
I'm not throwing the shade at you. I'm just curious. Like I was like, well, how good is the split screen on the Switch? I assume there's some.
Well, let me tell you something about my son Ethan, who set everything up. He is you think I'm a fiddler? That kid is a fiddler on the roof, man. He's in the settings. He's like zippity.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He might have made some adjustments to the graphics. I just walked in and said, "Are we playing yet or what?"
Yeah. That game's great. I love that game. I would play that game
fantastic.
Right now.
And I'll tell you, it's not like riding a bike though, man. You get back in there and you're like, oh, what button makes me do the spin thing?
Yeah, you gotta. Yes, there's a reacclimation in that game for sure.
Yes, there is.
But as far as like competitive, it's the only competitive game, like online game, I even care to play anymore. Like I just rather play that than just about anything else, and I don't know what it is.
Me too, because part of it feels like skill, and part of it just feels like being at the right place at the right time. Good old Rocket League.
A little bit of luck, a little bit of weird wacko, like oh my gosh, I can't believe that ball went in. Looks good still, unless you're playing split screen at Dunaway's house. All right, we're gonna take a call.
Screw you, Scott.
We're gonna play this game and find out who's on the line for us. Hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Pat Crummy or PC Rum. P Crumb.
Oh, PC Rum.
Oh, P Crumb. I like it. Hey, it's good to have you here. So your name is his name is Pat. That's fantastic. Hey, Pat, welcome to the show. You know how this works, but we have this rule where we have to have Brian tell us. So Brian, tell us how it works.
It's a rule. It's some of the only exercise I get. I'm going to be giving Scott and Brian a topic, and they're going to go back and forth giving me answers that fit that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer, repeated answer, or they take too long to come up with an answer, the win will go to the other player. Your job, P Crumb, is to predict who's going to come out on top based on the topic. Today, you are playing for the carryover prize from Monday's episode, a bag of Kahawa coffee from Kahawa Roasters. We love these guys and love them even more because they're doing such a great thing for people who might not be able to get coffee or afford coffee right now because of financial issues caused by COVID.
I didn't know that part. That's great because they already are a conscientious manufacturer, right? Because they hire refugees, right?
Yeah, they hire refugees. They also they give a portion of their profits to the community. Like they're really big on that stuff already. And then they reached out and said, hey, if anyone out there is feeling a little strapped right now and resurgence of COVID is getting you down or whatever, send us a DM and we'll hook you up with some coffee. Just real nice stuff. Those guys are
the nicest
great.
Guys. Yeah.
So
anyway, you're getting a bag of Kahawa coffee, courtesy of them, and the Warhammer 2-pack from Monday's episode, Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War and Warhammer, let's just say 40K, Dawn of War 2. And we're adding today Men of War, Assault Squad 2, War Chest Edition. So 4 times I've said war No, 6 times I've said war.
Hey, are you also including Monday is Throwaway Prize stick? That was
I will include the Toy Hall of Fame inductee stick and cardboard box.
Fantastic. We can't keep that for very long. We got to get rid of that damn thing.
That's right, exactly. All right, so those are your prizes. All of that stuff can be yours if you pick correctly, but I need to give the guys a topic. This one is near and dear to my heart, and I figure I better get this one done before there's 0 items on this list. You know that I've got kind of a past relationship, let's say, with the world of newspapers. They are still around, and kids, look them up. There are these things that used to get delivered to your house every morning that had all the stuff that you'd get online in a 64-page tabloid edition or 128-page tabloid edition.
Yep. Ask your parents.
There are still newspapers around, quite a few of them, of course, and I want to know the 10 with the highest circulation.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. So, newspapers is our topic today. Pat, who do you want to go first, and who do you think is going to win this one?
I'm going to go with Dunaway for the win. But I'll go with Scott to start it off.
Okay. Now this is good. I like starting, and I also like Dunaway, so this is a good combo.
I like.
I really like J.C. Calhoun actually has the best description. They were these things on paper that you would pay for, and they would tell you what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's right. That's what they did.
Funny.
We don't do that anymore. I mean, we do, but it's different now. All right. Top 10. So we're gonna
10, and these are highest U.S.
U.S. circulation. All right.
U.S. circulations.
Yeah, we're not doing the Paris
gotcha.
The Paris sweat
Le
hall
Monde
or whatever.
Right.
All
the
right.
Guardian, not on the list.
I like the Guardian.
I do too.
Okay, well let's go with the New York Times. Let's do that.
The New York Times.
The New York Times.
Yeah.
Number 3 on our list, global media organization dedicated to enhancing society by creating, collecting, and distributing high-quality news and information.
Okay, I'm down. Down to climb with that one.
Okay. Now wait, there's a very important thing that I want to know.
Okay. All right.
Do they have a comic section?
Yes. Yes.
Do
That's
they?
always what do you want me to say? Like
That's all I want to know. I just want to know because that was always my deciding factor, even growing up, after I was no longer a kid, to whether I purchased a paper or not. Nothing was more disappointing than getting a newspaper, finding that there was absolutely no comics in it.
Yeah.
I
What a
agree.
piece
That's
of
a
trash.
bummer. I'm a
It is a
fan
bummer.
of the comics page for sure.
Yeah, and it better be
I'm
good
gonna-
comics too.
Yeah.
Don't give me Heathcliff and the Family Circle.
Brian, do you want family or
Circus.
you want Funky Winklebean or whatever the hell that was called?
I kind of like Funky Winkerbean, but
Some
I like
Stuffy
Pearls
Smith,
Before
maybe.
Swine, which I
Yeah.
know not a lot of people like, but I love
Oh,
Pearls
Stephen
Before Swine.
Pastis is great.
Yeah.
Love Stephen Pastis. He's I
Yes.
love all the comics. I love the comics.
You're a
Aw.
Go
comic
listen to
guy.
Comics
Do you
Coast
like
to
them
Coast.
coast to coast?
Yeah, I
Do you,
like
Ben?
I do. I do.
Oh, good.
Well, if Scott's gonna go with the New York Times, how about I go with the NY Post, New York Post? How about that?
New York Post, the number 1 newspaper
Really?
circulation wise. Yeah. Kind of surprised me
That's
because
not
I would
who
have
I-
expected
that's not
those
who
to
I
be
thought.
flip-flopped.
Yeah, I would have too. That's weird. Isn't the Post kind of like
that's your
a
tabloid and kind of raggy sometimes. with
Yeah, that's
their-
why I was wondering. It was like it's a lot of like Kim Kardashian rode a goat into the horse or whatever, and it's like stupid
Rode
stuff.
a goat into the horse.
Yes.
Um,
Somebody please come up with the I want to see the front page of the New York Post with Kim Kardashian rode a goat into a horse.
It's controversial stuff. All right, let's go with the Washington Post. Has to be in there.
Washington
Yes,
Post.
it's
They are
been in the news
failing
a lot
Washington
lately.
Post.
Yeah,
yes,
failing.
totally.
Failing.
Number 5 on this list. Award-winning news and understanding about the politics, policies, personalities,
You don't seem
institutions.
too enthused to
It's
read
just-
about
They're
those.
really, I mean, they really are kind of all the same little masthead.
Right, it's all the blurb.
I just
the
love how
latest
you
news
read it. Yeah,
yeah,
from
news.
yesterday.
Let's just say it's news.
yeah.
I'm going to go with my recent cancellation of the USA Today.
Mm.
USA Today. You know why? Because they don't have comics.
That's right. They do not.
Well, they kind of do. They get those stupid poll things. You like those, don't you? Those
are comics. You mean the graphs and charts?
Kind of drawn out. You know, they
You
draw
mean the
them.
pictures? You mean the small pictures?
Yeah, the little pictures. They
Oh,
got
let's see what the pie chart is up to today. Oh, that rapscallion pie chart.
pie chart. What are you up to? No, they're creative. They don't always just, it's not just standard charts. They
It's
do
not
stuff.
just all a wall of text. This is true. So that's number 7 on the list.
Oh.
Combined 7 million readers daily.
They have an
But
amazing.
a lot more downloads on mobile devices. 21 million downloads for their app.
I'm going to share with you guys in the Discord one of the charts that they're most famous for. Here you go. Enjoy this because
I hope soon.
I won't get to see. Oh, you're putting it.
I'm
in
gonna say I won't get to see it.
I love that one.
How about you describe it to me then?
Oh, it's the sun, and it's measuring the heat index.
Mm-hmm.
And the thermometer that it's grabbing and making a face is kind of bulbous at the bottom and long and narrow at the top.
Yeah.
And,
I don't have to see it now.
You don't have to see it.
Yeah, but you now know. You'll look
Let's
later.
just say it's there's a little bit of tubing going on.
Yeah, there's a little bit of tubing
on this graph.
Little Jeffrey Tubin going on. All right.
Little tubing.
So you said USA
Don't
Today.
you like it? This poor guy. I think his name is just going to become a euphemism for.
No, it totally is already.
Yes.
That guy's. I see it everywhere lately. All right, so let's go with L.A. Times. Has to be in there.
That's a good one.
LA Times, that's a very good one. Finally, we're off the odd numbers. The LA Times, number 6 on the circulation list.
Get off the East Coast.
Daily readership of the paper, 1.4 million, 2.5 million on Sunday, and then 22 million unique LA Times visitors on their website monthly.
Okay.
Been serving Southern California for more than 133 years.
Wow. That's
Even during the fire?
Even during the
Even
fire.
during the
Sweet.
fire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Tribune, the Chicago Tribune.
Chicago Tribune. Yes, founded in 1847. It's the flagship publication of the Chicago Tribune Media Group.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more big publication I can think of, and after that,
you're out.
No, wait. I have another one.
Okay,
I have 2 more, maybe. No.
Okay. Well, thanks for the preview. Thanks for the preview.
I'm not sure about that.
We're glad to have your preview. That's fantastic. All right. So
do that for me, not you.
No, I know. You said Chicago Tribune.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Tribune. Sorry, I said Tribune.
Trying to remember which one Siskel worked for and which one Ebert worked for.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say anything else.
That's what I'm trying to think. That's so funny you say that. That's exactly what was going through my head right now.
Yeah.
So Tribune and the Chicago. Oh, jeez.
I didn't say Chicago. Why does he keep saying that?
You did say Chicago. Oh,
Shut
you
up.
didn't say Chicago.
He's
I don't know
trying
what
to
you're
throw
talking
me.
You're not supposed to help.
He's trying to throw me. These are top 10. Oh, I can't think of the other one. Chicago, is it?
Go with the Utah connection.
No, we're not doing the Salt Lake Tribune.
It is.
It's not the top
It's
10.
huge.
It's not the top
Everybody's
10.
ordering it. I have 2 copies right here.
Sure you do. We have a comics page, so you're good
One
there.
for the bathroom, one for the kitchen. I read it both places.
How big is the standard newspaper, you think?
How many pages?
How many inches?
A newspaper?
Tall.
Well, they have a
I remember
standard.
it
There's a
being.
standard.
I mean, I never measured it, but I know it was all you got to fold.
Yeah.
Usually,
I mean, if
most
you're
of
looking
them.
at a not tabloid, but the
tabloid would be
broadsheet
right,
format was
broadsheet.
like all folded, like well,
It was folded. It was almost 11 by 15. I mean, 11 by 17.
Almost. Yeah.
Right. So half of.
The Times is pretty freaking big. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big old wide job. All right, I'm going with Boston
big
Globe.
old wide job.
I can't think of the Chicago one, so Boston Globe. Give me
The Boston Globe, number 10 on the list.
Oh, good
the leading
job.
newspaper in New England is the Boston Globe.
All right.
New England. Well, I have a feeling that every time I go to the coffee shop, I see those rich people in their Wall Street journals. I'm sure they're still going with the old school paper type, right? They're not.
Yeah, for sure. That one's huge. Number 2 on the list is the Wall Street Journal with 2.2 million subscribers.
See, I would have thought that would have been the top one. That's when I
forgot about that.
Yeah. These top 3 or 4,
because old people love their papers and their money.
Yep.
Yeah, these top 3 or 4 actually bounce around and swap circulation. Like I said, New York Post. Surprising that it's number 1 now. It didn't used to be number 1.
Okay, so
really, there's 2 left on the list you guys haven't named. So you guys are doing great. Got 8 out of 10.
I don't even know if this is right. It's just coming to my mind. The Philadelphia Inquirer.
Oh,
the Philly Inquirer.
That's a good one.
It is a good one, and I've been there. I've done installations there, and they are.
Oh no!
Damn it! That's right, though. It's the name of it, right? It's the Philadelphia Inquirer.
Absolutely, the Philly Inquirer. Yes.
And I am so glad that Scott went first because I was all.
Were you out?
The other Chicago paper you're trying to think of is the Chicago Sun-Times. They're almost literally across the street from each other. But no, it's good you didn't say because you would have lost earlier with that one.
I did a tour of that building. What am I thinking? I toured that building. I was in high school, but still, I should have known. Okay,
San Francisco Chronicle, the Jen says, and nope, they are also out. The last 2, another New York City.
Let me guess one. I want to guess one. Wait.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Daily Bugle.
Yeah, that's it. Nailed
yes, absolutely. They could only get me some pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah, well done.
New York Newsday is number 8 on the list. And the Minneapolis Star Tribune still rocking at number 9.
Wow.
Newsday. What am I thinking?
Newsday.
That doesn't seem right.
It does.
Well, it is.
I'm thinking of Newsweek. Why can't I imagine Newsday?
Because
Newsday is.
Newsday is every day.
I can't see
another. Newsday is every day compared to Newsweek, which is weekly.
Which is weekly, yeah.
Newsday, I believe, is another tabloid format, kind of like the New York Post.
So the National Enquirer nowhere on this list, or did you say that?
Nowhere on this list. No.
Right. So that's a bunch of bullshit every time you see it. You just look at it and go. Not only is it all stupid, but no one
gets that delivered to their home. You just pick that up at the grocery store, right?
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know if you. I imagine you can get it mailed to you, but.
Who does that?
You'd have to put. You'd have to have a headline that says George Miller lives with a live pig and calls him Babe. I'd pick that up.
Would you though? I don't think you would.
I would just so that I could hang that page up. That's it. That's all I'd want it for. I don't want to read it. I don't want any of that. But that's just about what you'd have to do for me to pick up.
I don't even know if I'd pick up a National Enquirer if I was on the cover.
I can't think of the last time I went out.
You won't believe the shocking secret we reveal about Brian Ibbott on page 5. I
mean, if they did like a frog pants expose, I would get it. And even if it was wrong and horrible, I'd still get it. Yes. But that's the only context in which I would ever purchase that thing. Who buys those? Who does? No one, right?
Nobody buys those, and that's why it's not even on the list.
Well,
good job, you guys.
Yeah, Pat. Here's the deal: you won, and you picked the right horse.
Winner, chicken dinner.
That means you get all these prizes, and to achieve them or receive them, rather, you have to send an email to Brian Ibbott, coverville@gmail.com. He will hook you up. Do you have anything to say about your win?
I'm glad that Dunaway came through, but I'm with you, Scott. I was surprised there wasn't some oddball paper on there, like the National Enquirer or some like religious publication that goes out to a bunch of people that we wouldn't have thought. But that was close. I thought we'd get all 10.
Like, what's the Christian Times? What's it called? The Christian. There's a Christian paper called the Science Christian.
Not the Watchtower, right? You're talking about.
No. That wouldn't be in circulation. It's a Christian Science Monitor. Christian Science Monitor.
Christian Science Monitor. Yes.
Is that a thing? Is that on
not
there?
On the list.
Yeah.
Not on the list. And USA Today is probably the weirdest one on the list, and I think that one
really
has. Yeah, I mean, because it's not one that.
I only know it because I subscribed digitally and they made me an offer to get the print, and I started to do that.
Okay.
And then they ended up charging me twice, and then I ended up having to cancel, and that was like I had to call them and talk to somebody. And it was I was like, "Oh my gosh. I mean, y'all are really bucking the whole digital thing, aren't you? You just won't even
I
not going to do anything every year.
I only subscribe to USA Today for 2 or 3 days at a time whenever I stay at a Holiday Inn Express, and then I cancel my subscription when I check out.
A one-time subscription, one night.
That's
one
right,
night
exactly.
Only. Yeah,
Yes.
come straight to your
this,
door.
Look at this graph.
Yeah.
It's almost comics.
Yeah. For me, my subscription to
Well,
USA Today.
I got to see what Scott put in the Discord.
Yes,
he said it was phallic shaped.
Yeah, go look at it. But my
very.
USA Today subscription would start when I got to Denny's and when I read it there and then when I left.
Right. Exactly.
That'd be about it. I was going to say, Christian Science Monitor sounds like a religious yet scientifically minded lizard. That's what that sounds like to me.
I think it sounds like a conspiracy theory. We're the Christian Science monitors.
Oh, we're monitoring.
We're not going to let you science people.
As of 2011, the print circulation for the Christian Science Monitor is 75,052.
Whoa.
52. We're counting everybody. Round up? No, sir. We're counting everybody.
Not rounding it up. Forget it. We don't round up here. It's an exact science with some Christian stuff thrown in.
Science.
All right. Well done, Dunaway. You helped somebody win some stuff, and that is awesome. Well done on that. And this weekend, we'll be doing Film Sack, although we've already recorded it. People just didn't know it, but we did Poltergeist, and it's airing this Saturday. Yeah.
This weekend, we'll be pretending that we did Film Sack. And
in fact, Brian and I will be doing a play date when we would normally be recording Film Sack. And
that's right.
It's because one of us is out of town, and so sometimes we double up and that sort of thing. But yes, Poltergeist.
Speaking of which,
the original.
Brian Dunaway, feel free to join us for a play date Saturday morning since you already have
that
time
for Film Sack.
Yeah, if you got
what time will that be? Oh, those Film Sack time.
It'll be
Excellent.
normal Film Sack time, yeah.
Nice.
11 a.m. your time if you're interested. So,
I know when it happens.
We're playing the new Jackbox 7 thing with all the new games in it.
Ooh, yeah, but I don't know if I can or not. My graphics suck so much.
It's just your phone. You only need your phone. That's all you need. You got good graphics on your phone. Don't worry. You're
That's all you need.
Yeah, your split screen garbage freaking stream from last night shouldn't stop you.
Remember to subscribe to twitch.tv/Brian Dunaway for really low pixelated gaming.
Fantastic idea. Bye now. Don't rub your thermometer very long.
No, please don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we did it. We did. We have time for
we
one
did
of
that.
these.
But
Yeah,
we
we
have
did
more
that.
to do.
Yeah, but we're going to do this.
Good morning, everybody. In the news this morning, good morning.
We're going to rip a couple stories out, maybe one. Let's do the news. Right. It's brought to you by
Coverville. Big announcement. Beep, 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 beep. I kind of teased this last week, or I was mulling the idea over, and now I'm making it official. Coverville is moving to Thursdays for the live stream. Podcast will go up right afterwards, as usual. Mm-hmm. But for the next 4 weeks, so basically this week and then the first 3 weeks of November are all going to be Thursday episodes of Coverville, but we're going to be back to Wednesday for the day before Thanksgiving Beatles annual Thanksgiving double shot. So the annual Wednesday Thanksgiving Beatles deal is still intact. It'll still be on a Wednesday. It'll still be minimal interruptions and lots of indie covers of great Beatles songs. But for the next 4 episodes, Thursday will be the day for Coverville. Friday is still going to be Guess the Connection. And things lighten up. That makes the week lighten up a little bit because it means I have to push soundography recording with Hammond to Tuesdays, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
A little shift aroundy got going there.
That's right. That's right. Still at coverville.tv.
Fantastic. Well, good news, everybody. Kentucky Fried Chicken is selling its fried chicken scented fire logs at Walmart now. You can get them now.
Of course they are.
Yep.
I mean, boy, is there a more Walmart-sounding thing than KFC fried chicken scented fire logs?
For sure. If you want to get yours, get in there now because time's a burning and you only got a little way to go until you get to your the holidays where you need a chicken burning in the fireplace.
I'm almost bummed that we have a gas fireplace because I'd like to pick some of these up, and I bet I could have Tristan pick some up for us.
Oh, you totally could. You should.
Yeah, I guess we have a neighbor's fire pit. We could always just borrow their little fire pit thing. And
I want to know what these smell like. This is a great idea. How do I do that? I don't have a good way to do this either. We have a fake fireplace thing.
Just dig a hole in your backyards.
Yeah.
Put some rocks around it.
Yeah.
And
then what? Then what
ruin
do
the
we
lawn,
do?
and then throw the logs into the pit and set them on fire.
Okay. See, I knew you'd know. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
KFC brought back its fried chicken scented 11 herbs and spices fire log for a 3rd year. So they've been doing this for a while. We talked about it last year, I think. And this time it's sold exclusively at Walmart. That's the only place you can get it. You can't even get it at KFC, which seems really dumb to me. But anyway, available at
There'll be a
select...
lot of storage to stock that.
Oh, yeah, right? Like at a KFC? Like, where are you even going to
They
keep
need
it?
room for their double downs and their...
Yeah. We're going to put all your nuggets or your strips or whatever it is you got there.
Exactly. Plus, Jim Gaffigan's apartment takes up too much room in the back of KFC.
Yeah, he's not taking anymore, he said. He's done.
He's done.
It says here, available at select stores and on the Walmart e-commerce site.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. Why would they call that the Walmart e-commerce
on
site?
the Walmart e-commerce site.
Say Walmart.com, you weirdos. That's weird.
I bought this power cord on the Amazon e-commerce site.
It's so weird. Who says that? Nobody says that.
Nobody says
Not in
that.
2020. Jeez Louises. Anyway, currently priced at $15.88 and will be available only until supplies last, which probably would be quick. Knowing this world, we're just going to burn right through them. Burn through them, get it?
Burn right through them.
Yeah, didn't mean that at first. But anyway, the item will also be available in Canada for the first time in the coming weeks. So Canadians, we have a lot of Canadian listeners. Get excited. The 11 Herbs and Spices Fire Log is made in partnership with EnviroLog, an environmentally conscious consumer product. Environmentally conscious? Haven't heard that in a while.
Did you get it, DWI?
And recycling company based in Georgia. That's Georgia. The item is sold out over the last 2 years with demand increasing, according to a statement from Ross McRoy, founder of EnviroLog. I don't know why that's funny.
I don't either, but it's funny that you find it funny. That made me laugh.
I snorted even. KFC is part of the Yum Brands Corporation, of course, which includes Taco Bell and Pizza Hut. By the way, Taco Bell now using DoorDash, so we did Taco Bell the other night just because we didn't know what else to do. Not a great option on DoorDash. It's just
No, I mean, boy, it's that's a way to guarantee. You know, sometimes you buy those tacos and it's like, ooh, one of our 5 tacos isn't smashed. This is a way to guarantee that number 5 is going to arrive smashed as well.
Yeah, pretty much a guarantee. And if you have like a hard shell taco, forget it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're saying a hard shell. Oh, yeah.
I'm saying the hard shell taco.
Because our burritos, we also got burritos, bean and cheese burritos, and they were just flat.
Yeah.
They're just flat and gross.
Yeah.
It was bad, Brian. It was bad. Regrets.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'd be good. I can't imagine it'd be good.
I had
probably
regrets.
he probably set somebody's Panera bread order on top of it and broke it all,
Good
smashed
point.
it all.
His name was Rico, by the way. That was our
Rico?
driver's name. His name was Rico, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it when our driver
Was he
has a
suave?
name. He was not suave. He was more like, I don't know, middle-aged father of 3 kind of looking guy.
Gotcha.
Not
All
very
right.
suave. Anyway, by the way, their stock went up when this got announced. Oh, no. Yum Brand stock slipped 1.5% for the year to date. And S&P, it gained 5.3% for the period in the S&P 500. So well done, KFC. You're holding steady. Holding steady.
That's right. All right, so let's say you don't want the fried chicken smelling fire log.
Mm-hmm.
What fast food item would you want your fire log to smell like? Would you want it to smell like a Doritos Locos taco?
Does it have to be branded, or can it just be a kind of food?
I'll allow it. I'll allow
You'll
it.
allow it? Like a pizza, like a pepperoni pizza log.
There you go. That's good.
That's like a oven baked pizza smell through your house. Oh,
I'm gonna say Cinnabon.
No, that's not
Give
bad.
me a fire log that smells like Cinnabon.
That's good holiday choice right there.
It is, right?
You know,
Yes.
everything will smell desserty.
That's the one place you walk by in the mall. Oh, I remember malls. That
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, that place. That place knows how to pipe out the scents.
Yeah, it does. I miss malls, to be honest. It was such an important part of our growing up. And
Yeah.
I'm not even talking COVID here. Like, they were on the way out regardless.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
it's a mess. But it bums me out. Like, there was the arcade. There was the food court. There was the thing. And these still exist,
Claire's
obviously.
Boutique.
Yeah, Claire's Boutique.
The Spencer's Gifts.
Yeah. Walden Books.
Oh yeah, right next to the B. Dalton.
Yeah.
You get them both.
Yeah.
Some big balls. You have both of them.
Yeah. Spencer's. Who else?
Sam Goody.
Sam Goody. Right. I forgot about Sam Goody. And now what's the kind of rebellious teenager go in there and get a bunch of t-shirts? Hot Topic. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the
Hot
one.
Topic.
Yeah, and then Sbarro after, and then throwing pennies into a
little Orange
fountain.
Julius.
We had our arcade was called the Gold Mine. We'd go there.
How funny. We had one, I think, that was called the Gold Mine at Westminster Mall.
Oh, maybe it was a chain.
The only theming they did was around the entrance where the gate would come down. There were like wood, like you'd see holding up in a mine, like those wooden slats.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I think maybe even a lantern or something. And
sure.
Yeah.
I'm the chat are saying, "Oh, malls are terrible. It's good they're finally going away." I don't know, man. I have fond feelings. We would hang out there, And here's what they need to do. So they're making a new Mallrats sequel. Okay.
Are they really?
They are. And when they do this is great, because when they do this is how they should handle this. They should have all the actors come back, but now they're in their 40s and early 50s, because that's how old they would have been from Mallrats. And they've got families, or they've got lives. Some of them don't, some of them do, whatever. But the goal will be the big mall that they've all known for all these years is getting torn down, and they have to come together to figure out a way to save the mall.
Oh, I like that.
That's your movie.
Will the nurse from Three's Company come back with her third nipple?
Yeah, according to what I've read, the entire cast is returning. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know about her for sure, but like Ben Affleck's coming back, and
Stan Lee's not coming back.
I forgot Stan Lee was on it. Yeah. Crap. But like Earl, what's his name? My name is Earl. Christopher Lee, not Christopher Lee. Jason Lee. Christopher Lee. I am back from Saruman.
Is that right? Jason Lee?
Yeah, Jason Lee. You are correct. I was wrong with Christopher Lee.
No, but mine, Jason Lee didn't sound right either once I said it.
I think it's right, isn't it? Jason
I think
Lee.
That sounds right. Yeah.
I love Jason Lee. He's great. Anyway,
Jason Lee and,
when that happens, we'll see what they do.
And Jason Mewes, can we wrestle Jason Mewes back from his rigorous schedule?
I mean, he's got so much else going on that I just can't imagine he's got time. But probably make that happen. Anyway, if they don't do that storyline, they're not doing it right. Okay, break time. When we come back, Tom's Tech Time. That's right, Tom Merritt here talking about the day's tech stories. And we got recommendals today. It's sans Nicole, but we've got a recommendation from her anyway, plus stuff we brought, so stick around for all of that. In the meantime, why don't you play us a song, Brian?
Okay, I will. I'm a big fan of Australian musicians who...
I'm looking for a white lady that's tattooed and dominant and be willing to put me in a dress and beat the shit out of me. Call me.
Moms don't have time to read books.
The morning stream. You didn't say the magic word.
And we're back. I really like that a lot. I'm going to listen to that later.
Yeah, it's a sweet song. There's a great video of her just performing it, like sitting down in a park with her guitar, and it's just a really sweet music video. Jess Locke, Locke. The brand new album is called "Don't Ask Yourself Why," and it comes out next year. But the single's already available, and she's got another single from the album that you can hear as well.
Very nice. Real quick on the soundtrack or music recommendation tip. I just want to make a quick recommendation. So there's this new game out called Ghost Runner. I streamed some of it yesterday. It's like this cyberpunky sort of future, Blade Runner-y kind of thing. But it's a first-person thing where you're running around with a samurai sword, and it's kind of like parkour meets Doom, sort of. But you're playing in a big, Blade Runner kind of city and all that sort of stuff. Big story going on. The soundtrack to that thing is slapping. It is so good.
Really? Oh, cool.
So, gonna recommend it. Go check it out. The guy's name is Daniel Deluxe. You can find all his music on Apple Music or Spotify or wherever you get your music. And he's
any relation to our friend Randy?
No, turns out none. No relation at all.
Wow,
I know.
What an odd.
Well, up till now, I've only known one Deluxe, right?
That's right, exactly.
So we're gonna have to call him the Randy Royale from now on or something.
Randy Royale.
Randy Royale. It's an old Beastie Boys song. All right. Let's get into the following content. It involves adding Tom Merritt to the phone call and having him be a part of this, your favorite morning show. And we'll see what he has to say in just a moment when he answers his phone. He is currently...
he's going to come into this this USA Today graphic, which I think is hilarious.
Oh, right. I forgot. Yeah, people who enter our call now have to deal with what we've talked about.
That's right.
And it's usually Justin who's like, okay, wait a minute. What is this thing?
What am I looking at here? Yeah.
Tom Merritt not answering. I'm going to pause. Okay, let's pause. Let's see if Tom is coming. I got a text. Maybe he texted me.
Oh, okay.
No, just something from you. And then, no, that's from last night. That's from the kids. Okay, that's not it. Well, this is a conundrum. This is unusual. Tom is usually Johnny on the spot here. So I'm going to text him real quick.
Okay. Everything okay? You good?
You good?
Holy cow. In Treatment is returning for a 4th season.
Really?
Yes.
I love that show.
I did too.
That was so good.
It better be Gabriel Byrne still.
What a trip for like a show that's basically an anthology series, but done in. I really liked it.
It's done in such a good way.
Yeah.
Does not look like Gabriel Byrne will be coming back. At least he's not announced. But Uzo Aduba will be the therapist at the center of the season. So she's, a Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black.
How about? Oh, interesting. That's an interesting poll. That's weird.
Yeah.
I have to see what that's like. What about
So you can't call her Crazy Eyes anymore.
What about
Diane
Diane Weiss? She back?
Not listed.
It's the best thing she ever did. She was so good.
Yeah. Well, she's done a lot of great things, but that was such a great
yeah, she was great.
Season where she was his psychotherapist.
Like everything about that it's a kind of show would never last on regular TV. It had to be something on HBO or something where they would just give some creative leeway to somebody. It's just a really good, thoughtful thing.
The pacing would not have worked for network, but was perfect for HBO.
Yeah. All right, Tom, no answer for me.
We could flip flop things if we want and just do recommendals first and close with Tom.
I'm just hoping he didn't ping me.
Yeah,
so
just
I
want to make sure he's okay. Sure.
Yeah. Let's see. I won't forget to unpause Tom Norm. I never do. Oh, he says, "Ack, I was in the shower."
Ack is right.
Swap for recommendals and do those.
I visualize Tom Merritt fully dressed with a nice button-up shirt in the shower.
Yeah, just in there, fully dressed. He's a never nude, is what we're saying.
Never nude, exactly.
Tom Merritt's a never nude. Okay, let's see what he says. He's 3 dotting. Okay, he says absolutely. Okay. All right, great. So here we go. Now, hold on. Okay, we're back. Turns out Tom needs a minute, and that means that we will do recommendals first. That's what we're doing now.
Cool.
So here's this. All right, time for recommendals without Nicole. She's not here today. She had a meeting and or an appointment or something with one of the kids, so not here, but has a recommendal for us anyway. We'll get to that one in a minute. But this is the chance for us each week to talk about stuff we've seen on streaming services that we recommend for our listeners to watch, or sometimes tell them not to. Sort of depends on our experience, I suppose. Let's start this week, as we always do, with Brian and his... You have 2 this week, so let's start with your first one.
I have 2, and this one I teased about yesterday. People who caught the end of the show and us talking about a certain thing probably have a good idea of what my what one of my recommendals is going to be. And that's exactly what it is. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
All right, here you go.
It changed everything, really. Changed everything. I developed a huge younger following because of that. I remember being in a coffee shop in Springfield, Illinois. And there was a guy behind the counter serving coffee who was about 40 years old, and there's a guy who's about 20. And the younger guy looked at me and he goes, "I love your music, man." I said, "Oh, thanks very much." He goes, "Overkill, it's my favorite song." I said, "Thank you." And the older guy looks at him, and he looks at me, and he goes, "You know who that is?" And he goes, "Yeah, he's in Scrubs." And the older guy looks at me and he goes, "What's Scrubs? He was in Men at Work." And the young guy goes, "What's Men at Work?"
I'm waiting for my real life to begin.
That's amazing. So this is that one you talked about yesterday that we stumbled into. Yeah.
This is a documentary about Colin Hay, and it's called "Waiting for My Real Life," taken from the title of that song we just heard. He's great, and he was born in Scotland, grew up in Scotland, and then moved to Australia with his family when Australia was doing this whole big push of getting families from the UK to move there for like £10 just to kind of build up the cities and build up their workforce and things like that. So it was basically like a hey, come here, move here, we'll set you up, we'll make it inexpensive for you just so we can kind of get some people living here and helping out. The documentary is great. It's not just about Men at Work. I mean, this thing goes from the popularity, the rise and fall of Men at Work, all the way through to his solo career. Watching this makes me decide that anytime he comes through Denver, I'm going to go see his shows, because it's you see clips from his concerts, his solo concerts, and he's doing storytelling interwoven with the music, and such great storytelling. So it's maybe, it's 2 hours, but you might only get a dozen songs, and there's going to be stories in between all those songs, and it sounds amazing.
That's great. That's very cool. And I love that story he just told. Like, whole new generation and suddenly discovers him because he does an acoustic cover on Scrubs. Yeah, it's nuts.
And he gets so many people, you get a lot of Australian musicians and producers and things interviewed for this. That's like, okay, yeah, I can understand them talking about him. But then you get like Hugh Jackman talking about what a legend Colin Hay is, and Guy Pearce and Wendy Malick, who you're wondering like, how are he and Wendy Malick connected? But she's awesome.
Wow.
And then the cast of Scrubs, a lot of people from Scrubs talking about his resurgence because of that, and kind of rediscovery by a whole new generation. So it's called Waiting for My Real Life. It's streaming on Amazon Prime, and it is it's so good.
Awesome.
Really good.
I'm in 100% on that. By the way, this reminds me of a little bit of what Fleetwood Mac's experiencing right now with that Dreams meme.
Yes, right.
Everybody's doing it. Like, it's everywhere. Someone's doing a cover of Dreams left and right, to the point where it's going to get old soon. But
I know.
But still, it's like this moment where, and they interviewed what's her name?
Stevie Nicks,
and she was like, I can't believe this is even happening. She was like, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. So
I mean, look, Queen had it with Wayne's World and Bohemian Rhapsody. Mm-hmm. People rediscovering Tears for Fears after Donnie Darko on that cover of Mad World. It's I love it. I love seeing stuff like this happen, especially when it happens to good bands and good musicians.
All right, tell me about your big number 2 that you took.
Number 2 is a perfect watch for this week leading up to Halloween, and I think people probably will have a good guess as to what it is. But I'll just say it's a 9-episode series. Oh. That's all I think I need to say.
All right, here you go.
All right, then. Ghost story. Again, this story isn't mine, but it is full of ghosts of all sorts. And if a child gives the effect another turn of the screw, what do you say to 2? The teacher was, by choice, a solitary young woman, come up to London in trepidation to answer in person an advertisement, placed by one Lord Henry Wingrave, regarding his young nephew and niece, who were in need of an au pair. A full-time position, it said, live-in at that, in his old family home in Wessex. A great good place, alone in the country.
So this is The Haunting of Bly House, right?
Haunting of Bly Manor, yes.
Bly Manor, not house.
The follow-up series, can't really call it a sequel, the follow-up series to The Haunting of Hill House. It's also by Mike Flanagan, who did the first one, who did such a great job with the first one, but also features Victoria Pedretti, who was in the first one, Henry Thomas. That British voice you're hearing is Carla Gugino, who was born in Sarasota, Florida, and does a great British accent. Sounds like
she's great.
Sounds like not Liam Neeson's wife. Oh my God, I'm trying to think of the actress's name, Rachel Weisz. She sounds like Rachel Weisz with her British accent.
Oh yeah. And I can totally hear that. In fact, I was for a second there, I thought that's what we were getting, and then I remembered all the story set or the talk about going to this house. I was like, oh, this got to be that Bly Manor thing. But she's it's crazy. He used so much of the cast from the first season, even though there's no connection to it.
There's a couple nods to like Easter eggs, but completely unrelated story. And this one actually takes place a lot older of a story, some parts anyway. And I really enjoyed it. There's mixed reviews on it, but I like it as a very different kind of story than The Haunting of Hill House. The Haunting of Hill House is a story about a family. This is the story of it's kind of a love story. But the ghosts involved in this one, I'll just spoiler alert right now. Nobody's going to be surprised by the spoiler. There are ghosts in this one.
Yeah, there are ghosts. Turns out, it's haunted.
Yes,
so
it's haunted. But the ghosts become more connected to the storyline as opposed to just being fixtures in the background. And don't get me wrong, that's what Mike Flanagan excels at, is
so good.
You watching a scene and then your eye kind of drifts over to the corner where there's a ghost hiding behind a bookshelf, and it's like, oh my God, the hairs on my arm are standing up.
Yeah, I'll watch anything Flanagan makes. I just love that dude. And by the way, Carla Gugino, or how you say her name,
Gugino, yeah.
she is like his I'm trying to think of a good comparison. Some directors just drag certain actors around with them all the time.
Yes. Yeah.
She is that for him. She was in Gerald's Game, which he directed. He was in the Bly Manor. He was in the one last year, the Hill House. Like they seem inseparable at this point. He really likes working with her, I guess.
For sure. I mean, it's like Christopher Guest kind of always pulling the same stable of actors along with him.
Yeah.
But Victoria Pedretti, who she's definitely the main actress in this one, plays Danny, the school teacher, nanny, Mary Poppins that comes to Bly Manor to watch over the kids.
Yeah, I need to hurry because Halloween's almost here. I wanted to watch this whole thing before Halloween, and I haven't done it
Once
yet.
you watch it, then go to YouTube and find a video that shows you all of the hidden ghosts that you missed, because Tina and I maybe saw a quarter of them. And then you watch this thing and it's like you get those hairs on your arms standing up yet again, and how many scenes you remember watching and don't remember seeing those ghosts in them. So
does Henry Thomas don a English accent in his return here?
He does.
Okay.
He does.
That's weird.
Henry Wingrave.
Weird.
Yes. And he pulls it off well too.
Okay. What's the era? Because the other one was like late 70s, 80s, and then it would jump to the future. What's this set in?
This one is also 80s, mid to late 80s, but there are aspects of it that take place a lot older than that.
Okay. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm going to see it.
It all has to take place before the real big advent of cell phones.
I could see that. Sure, why not? All right.
There you go.
Excellent.
Guacamore says specifically in 1987. It's 1987, Brian, 1987.
All right, Guacamore.
Takes place in 1987.
Jeez Louises. All right. I have two this week as well. They're one's more quick than the other, but here's my first. You're going to know what this is immediately, but one of my favorite scenes and the reason I'm recommending it so highly. So here it is.
Jew.
Yeah, I'm Jewish, yeah.
Very nice weather we have been controlling.
You are Jewish?
Yes.
No, you are not Jewish. Listen, don't be afraid of me.
But please don't eat me alive.
Do I look like I eat people? I'm an old good woman.
Yes.
Look at me. I'm Jewish. Do I have a long nose? Look at me.
No.
You can touch my nose.
What?
Look at me. You see, is it long?
No, it's a small one.
Exactly like your nose. Look at Doris. Does she have a long nose?
A little bit bigger than yours.
All right. It's Borat
That's
2.
Borat, definitely.
Yeah. Although I guess the full name is, I want to give it credit here.
What subsequent movie film? Or
Yeah, there it
like
is.
That.
Borat's subsequent movie film just came out. It's on Amazon Prime. It's a direct to Prime deal. Probably would have been in theaters in a different year, but they put it on Prime directly, and it was, I guess, Prime funded. But anyway, it's a sequel to the now old Borat movie.
God, no kidding. Yeah.
When did that come out? 06. Jeez.
Wow, 14 years.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed. Sacha Baron Cohen is such a master at being able to stay in character at things that would normally just crack you up, and being able to kind of keep it going straight faced. And
no, it's his superpower, literally. Like,
it is a superpower.
Without
like
it, he doesn't have a career. Like, it's his whole thing. And he's so good. You're right. He's so good at it. And in this one, especially, and they even lean into this idea that everyone knows who Borat is now. So you can't just fake it again. He comes to America again, and everybody's like, Borat, I want to get a picture. And they chased him down the street trying to get him to. So they make it part of the story that he has to hide himself because he became famous after his last movie film. It's all the things you expect from Borat, which is expose people for some kind of rotten stuff, and the Rudy Giuliani thing is freaking gnarly. When no matter how much he denies it is freaking weird, Brian. It is weird.
Wow, I can't. That's the one I'm really. I mean, that's the selling point of this one, right? Like figuring out the whole Giuliani thing, especially the fact that everybody knows Borat. How does Giuliani not know Borat?
Well, I won't spoil anything, but there's a reason Giuliani's not cued into the Borat thing.
Gotcha.
And so you'll be blown away. Now, what really makes this sequel special, and the reason I'm going to recommend it, because normally I just kind of watch it and go, Borat 2, that was all right, is because this movie has heart, and it has way more heart than I thought it would have or deserved. Like that
and the
moment,
first one, way more heart than the first one, right? Because the first one was like 2 hours of basically punking.
Yeah, it was a lot of punking, and that was kind of it. And there's, that's fine and whatever. Usually those things are really squirmy for me, and they're hard for me to watch. And there are parts of this that are like that. But this actually has a story that I can get behind, and this revelation that is Maria Bakalova, however you say her name, the girl that plays his daughter. She's in her 20s, but she plays his 15-year-old daughter. Mm-hmm. And she comes to America with him. I won't tell you anything else about that.
Okay.
But it's like she was grown in a lab by Sacha Baron Cohen. It's like he said,
really?
Very nice, and came up with this perfect version of a thing he needed for his sequel. She's so good. She's so good. Like, I can't wait to see what else she does, because she's so fantastic in this that I cannot say enough about her. She's amazing. But there are moments in this of real heart, like the part in the Jewish temple where I just played the clip from. Yeah. Is a bunch of that's played for laughs. He's all dressed up with all the stereotypes, got a bag of money and a long nose and all this, because he's actually going there to he thinks he's committing suicide by going in there because the Jews all the story about the Jews he thinks are true, and they're not at all, of course. And he goes in there and these sweet old ladies are there, and that scene goes on, and they are so wonderful. These people, they're so kind-hearted, and they're real, and that part has a lot of heart. There's another lady in the film. This black lady in Georgia, I want to say they were. Anyway, she's helping the daughter decide what to do with a bunch of life choices. And again, don't want to spoil anything. I want to just hug that woman. She was wonderful. So this is a Borat movie that isn't just about scuzzballs being exposed for being scuzzballs, or bad ideologies being sort of drug out, and people being tricked into saying things that they actually feel, or all that. That's there, but it's not just that this time. It's more than that, and I really loved it. I really liked it.
Really?
A lot.
Oh, cool. Yeah. All right, I'm in. I'm totally in. I think I've talked Tina into watching it too. So
I love it.
That might be our watch thing tonight.
And I'm telling you, it's this Maria Bakalova she's a Romanian actress. She's unbelievable in this. Like, she's just. I won't say she steals it, but she kind of does. Yeah. Like, she kind of does, because she's just so perfect for the thing. She's the one that Giuliani gets weird with.
Okay.
And the way she
I'm
handles it is
looking
great.
anything up about her because I don't want any spoilers for the show, but
she's just awesome. Just can't say enough about her. Anyway, Borat, subsequent movie film on Prime. Go watch it. All right, here's my second one real quick. It's a fast one.
A reading from the Holy Gospel.
Which one's ours?
According to Mark.
She doesn't send a photo. Her family probably don't even own a camera. She'll find Derry a bit overwhelming at first just because of how advanced everything is here. All the cracker stuff we have. They have some pretty cracker stuff where she comes from too. And... Oh, really? Like what? Disease? Poverty? No? You can get this wee woman made of wood, right? You pull her apart, and inside her there's an even weer wooden woman, and you pull the weir wooden woman apart. Are you talking about Russian dolls?
Okay. So this series...
Well, I don't know what that is.
I was going to say, or I was going to ask if it made any, or if it rung any bells, but...
No, Brooklyn, the series.
It's called Dairy Girls. It's a series on Netflix. Yeah, that's where we watched it. Kim and I burned through this thing, and there are 3 seasons. They're all very short. We ripped through them, or maybe there's only 2 right now, and there's 1 coming. I can't remember. But we just tore through it, and it's great. It's set in the 80s, late 80s, when things are going real bad with the IRA and bombings in Ireland, and just that whole mess was happening. But this doesn't focus on that at all. It's just kind of the backdrop. It's about these girls at a girls' school. They're in this town called Derry. It's called Dairy Girls. I should tell you the name of the show.
You did.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just funny and delightful and heartfelt. And that girl that was talking to the end about the Russian nesting dolls is this cousin to the main girl. Her name is Louisa Harland is her real name. She plays Orla. Funniest freaking side character I've seen in a long time. She's great. There's a boy named James who ends up in the school, and he's the only boy in this entire girls' school. But he becomes part of their crew, and it's just lovely. It's a great time. I laughed out loud. The only warning I would have is there are going to be some people who are not used to really thick Irish accents, and you're going to go, wait, what did he say? Like, you're going to have a little bit of a Brad Pitt in
Snatch
kind of thing going on. We rolled right into it, and it was no problem. But you can put on subtitles if it's a problem.
Yeah, it's what I did with Peaky Blinders. We did subtitles for Peaky Blinders just to make sure we didn't miss anything.
And there's
we're getting about 80% of it, and
yeah, and that totally works. And there's a lot of like swearing, but it's Irish swearing, so it's like nothing. It doesn't even sound like swearing.
So somebody gets called a slag probably at some point.
Yeah, and instead of the F word, it's like feckin'. Things like that.
Yeah. Right. I love that.
Yeah. So I think you and Tina would love this show.
I think Tina already watched it. I want to say that Tina already binged it. So it might just be me having to watch this one.
Yeah, you might want to. And the other thing is the music. You're going to love it because it's tons of like late 80s, early 90s, like new wave and just stuff you're going to immediately go, oh my gosh, high school's back. We're back in high school. It's going to be, awesome. It's very good. So check it out. Dairy Girls. All seasons that are available up on Netflix now, and I think it's actually listed as an original, so it's one of those brought over the seas sort of Netflixy deals.
Cool. Claire Gack in our chat room says that if you want to know what she sounds like, it's a lot like the girls in Dairy Girls.
Dude, really? Oh, Claire Gack, you're now my favorite person. I have a thing for those accents. I have loved them. And I don't mean like in a sex way. I mean like
oh, really? Because I mean in a sex way.
I mean, I could listen.
That's one of the things I'm looking most forward to, going to Ireland next year, taking Tina for her birthday to Ireland, and I'm just gonna bathe in those accents the whole time I'm there.
Yeah, even like an old man. Just love that accent so much.
Oh, okay, that's insane.
Hey, welcome to Ireland, young man. Anyway, it's great. You should watch it. Dairy Girls, and my other one was Borat 2. Brian's were, remind people the names since we don't have
it was The Haunting of Bly Manor and Colin Hay, Waiting for My Real Life. But before we go, we got to give Nicole's recommendal because she did leave us with one.
Right.
And you're the best one to deliver it because you and Carter, or at least Carter, loves this.
Yeah, it's awesome. So it's a cartoon. It's called Over the Garden Wall. Most of you will probably hear me say that and go, oh, I know what that is. And that's because you're already in on it. If you haven't heard of it, you're missing out. This is a rad, very short-lived series. 1 season is all. Came out in 2014, and Nicole had just discovered it. created by Katie Krentz and Patrick McHale. You'll know them from a lot of other animated work, but it stars Elijah Wood, Colin Dean, a bunch of cool actors. Melanie Linsky plays Beatrice. Anyway, fantastic short-lived series that deserves to live on. Cool. But if you like things like Gravity Falls or Hilda, it's in that vein, even the little Steven Universe-ish, I would say. It's really, really fantastic, and the artwork is insane. So go check it out. Over the Garden Wall, available on Netflix. And this, again, a lot of people are hearing this going, yeah, we know.
Yeah, I'd never heard of this thing, so I'm glad she brought it up.
All right. Well, on that note, things are a little backwards today. Let's see. Where are we here? Okay, we're going to try to call Tom now.
Okay.
And do Tech Time in that order.
Did we finally pull him away? I know he likes to spend a good 10, 20 minutes with the hairdryer, just getting his hair just right.
Yeah, post-shower treatments on the hair, all that fun stuff, of course.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
That man is Tom Merritt, who joins us now with possibly damp hair. I mean, not wet hair, but damp hair. You know, that's fine.
No, it's dry now, finally.
Oh,
good. Yeah. Daylight saving time. World Series party.
No. Okay, you could blame the World Series party.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, World Series. You can blame that. Sure.
I'll honestly give you the real explanation. This is not an excuse. It's the real explanation. Sarah Lane and I had to switch headlines days because she had some stuff going on at her house yesterday. So I did Daily Tech headlines yesterday. I usually do it on Wednesday. That just threw me off. I forgot today was Wednesday because I wasn't doing headlines.
This happens, and we of course have no problem. We are here at your pleasure, honestly,
for
real.
Yeah,
like I look at it as it is an honor to have Tom here. The fact that he even bothers
the show around you.
I do. I really feel that way. So you could always
that aggressiveness was quite passive.
Passive aggressive.
Good, because I was laying it on pretty thick.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have you here.
No, I'm sorry, y'all. There's a lot going on in the tech world, policy-wise today, but it's not all wrapped up. In fact, it may not even all be clear by the time we do the show. I can't quite tell, though it got an early start. But Jack Dorsey, Sundar Pichai, and Mark Zuckerberg are testifying in front of a congressional committee about Section 230, and the Republicans on the committee, because it's a Senate committee, so it's led by the Republican Party, are asking them about bias in editorial, whether Section 230 should be modified or repealed, because they tend to favor viewpoints over others. And so, yeah, that's what's going on, is all three of those. Sundar Pichai regarding YouTube, and of course, Jack Dorsey and Mark Zuckerberg regarding Twitter and Facebook, defending themselves and explaining why they think Section 230 should continue to apply to them. Zuckerberg apparently has said he's okay with modifying it. Dorsey had a more limited defense, saying it works fine. What you need to do is come up with new legislation if you want to have different things happen. So he kind of pushed it back on Congress a little. But there's an episode of Know a Little More at knowalittlemore.com about Section 230. If you really want to understand what's going on with it, it is widely misunderstood because it's glibly described by people who want you to think it does something so that they can then propose their criticism or solution. But really all Section 230 does is say, if you are online and you are allowing comments, as long as you make a good faith effort to stop illegal things from being posted, you will not be held responsible for anything anybody posts.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So a lot of it has to do with the good faith part of that.
Right.
And there's some room to interpret there. But it was put into place in the 90s because up until that point, the courts were ruling if you do any moderation, you're responsible for everything, which meant companies were either locking down very hard. You think they moderate viewpoints now. They were extra moderating because they didn't want to be responsible for anything.
Right.
Or they just were not moderating at all, just allowing it to be a free-for-all where anybody could say whatever they want to be like, we're not moderating, so we're not responsible. And Section 230 allowed them to strike a midpoint, like you won't get in trouble for trying to stop things from being said. And where the criticism is, where the argument is now is, does that allow editorial moderation?
I see.
Section 230 has been interpreted by the courts to kind of allow the companies to do whatever they want without repercussion. And I think that's where there is some some probable movement to say, well, maybe we need to tighten up Section 230 to go back to the original intention, which was we don't want you to get in trouble for moderating illegal content, but maybe you should be on the hook if you're moderating editorially, because if Twitter or Facebook posts something, they are responsible for that.
Right. But they, see, it's always such a, so much wiggle room in everything you just talked about. Or it's always been kind of the thing, right? Because like there's no one standard that fits every situation. If somebody comes to your platform and then posts something terrible, child pornography or something, and YouTube or Facebook or whoever, as fast as they possibly can, which they deal with this every day, as fast as they can, they remove the content that is illegal. Is it 1 second too late? Was it 2 seconds faster than last time? Can you legislate the time it took them to do
too,
it?
Tom?
Yep.
Frozen for you.
Oh, really?
Bye, Scott.
Damn it.
I see Tom's head move. I'm like, okay, looks like it's just
I heard Scott pause and I saw the video pause because I was looking at.
Hold on. This might be what's going on here. Hold on.